Hey there, and welcome to Chat Like a Native.
Hello. Great to be diving into this.
So, ever feel like your English conversations, maybe they just stall, get stuck in neutral?
Oh, absolutely. That feeling is pretty common, I think.
Right. Well, today we're looking at some really practical ways to keep those everyday chats flowing smoothly.
Yeah, things like starting them off right, and importantly, being a better listener.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stick with us because we think these small tweaks can seriously boost your confidence and help you connect better in English.
It's true. Small talk isn't just filler. It's how we build connections, really. And small shifts can make a big impact.
Okay, so let's jump in. Getting a good conversation going. How do we do that? Some questions just seem to fall flat.
Well, think about closed versus open questions. Like if you ask, did you enjoy the movie?
Yeah, yes or no, conversation over, potentially.
Right. But what if you tried something like, what was your favorite part of the movie and why? See the difference?
Oh, totally. It's like an invitation. You're actually asking for their thoughts, their experience. Shows you're interested.
Precisely. It encourages a much richer response instead of just, well, a data point.
Okay, so you've asked a great question. They're talking. How do you keep that momentum? How do you show you're really listening?
Active listening. That's key. It's more than just, not interrupting.
It's about engagement.
Exactly. Try this.
Yeah.
When they share something, maybe paraphrase it back. Like, okay, so if I'm getting this right, you felt.
Sort of checking your understanding.
Yeah, it shows you're tracking. And also, tune into the feeling. If someone sounds excited, you can say, wow, it sounds like you were really happy about that.
Reflecting the emotion back. I like that. It shows you're connecting on more than just a factual level.
It does. And think about the balance, too. How much talking versus listening?
Is there like a golden ratio?
Well, maybe not golden, but aiming for a bit more listening than talking. Maybe like a 2 to 3 listening to talking ratio. It helps the other person feel heard.
Makes sense. They feel valued, so they open up more.
And instead of just waiting to share your own story, ask a follow-up based on what they just said. Something like, oh, that's interesting. Why did you feel that way?
Right. Building on their point. Keeps the focus on them for a bit longer. Feels more natural.
Definitely. It's less like ping pong and more like weaving something together.
Okay, but it's not just words, is it? What about, body language?
Oh, huge. Nonverbal cues are massively important. They support everything you're saying.
So what should we be doing or not doing?
Well, think open posture. Arms uncrossed, maybe leaning in just slightly. It signals interest.
Okay, makes sense. Less closed off.
And eye contact. Not intense staring, obviously, but comfortable, regular eye contact, maybe 60-70% of the time.
Right, enough to show you're engaged.
And simple things. A genuine smile, nodding along when they make a point. It's encouraging.
And that works online too, right? Even on video calls.
Absolutely. Nodding, smiling on camera. It really helps bridge that digital divide, shows you're present even if you're muted for a second.
Good point. Okay, so we've got opening questions, active listening, body language. What if you feel like you just have nothing in common with someone? How do you find that connection?
Yeah, finding common ground can feel like the hardest part sometimes. But you can often start with the immediate situation.
Like if you're both at the same event or class.
Exactly. Ask about their experience with it. How are you finding this course? Or comment on something shared, like, this coffee is pretty good, isn't it?
Simple observation. Low pressure.
Very low pressure. Or you could share a small, relatable experience. I found that last point a bit confusing, too, especially the part about...
Showing vulnerability, maybe. Makes it okay for them to share, too.
Precisely. It helps build that comfortable back-and-forth rhythm, less like an interview, more like a real chat.
Makes sense. Now, so much happens online these days. Any specific tips for, digital small talk? Zoom calls, text chats?
Yeah, it needs a slightly different approach because you lose some cues. Starting light can help. Maybe notice something neutral in their video background.
Oh, is that a guitar behind you?
Okay, an easy observation again.
Right. And with text, emojis can help convey tone, but maybe use them thoughtfully,
Don't overdo it.
Exactly. And sometimes, even just a quick tech check can work as an opener. Hey, can you hear me okay? It's practical and friendly.
That's clever, yeah. A functional start that breaks the ice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. We talked about asking those good, open-ended questions.
Yep. Practicing active listening, really hearing them out, paraphrasing, reflecting.
Using positive open body language, even online.
Finding that common ground, looking for shared experiences or surroundings.
And finally, just being a bit mindful in those digital chats, using observations or even a tech check to start.
And these things aren't separate, are they? They all weave together to make the whole conversation flow better. Absolutely. It's about creating a more comfortable, engaging space. And honestly, these skills can make your everyday English chats way more enjoyable, help you build real connections.
Definitely.
So, for all of you listening, maybe think about your next English conversation. Which one strategy we talked about could you try out? Just one small thing.
Yeah, give it a go. See how it feels. It's all about practice.